You ever have one of those really old used cars you just drove forever with a ton of miles on it? There's a problem with the radiator, so you go ahead and get that fixed. And now there's a problem with the alternator, so you go ahead and get that fixed. But now there's this weird pinging sound. You just can't identify where it's coming from. Fellow Toastmasters, if you're really lucky, you can be one of those old used cars. Welcome to the aging process. Not only is it something that we typically don't spend much time thinking about, it's usually something that we actively avoid trying to think about. After all, we live in a culture that embraces youth, just like the store, Forever 21. But as we move through life and careers and families, the aging process is just running along beside of us until one day you find that you're shopping at Forever 59. Now, life consists of these various stages, and we tend to be very in the moment as human beings and not really paying attention to which stage that we're currently in. You're cruising along only to find out that you've been somehow sorted into a particular group or category. Example, a couple years ago, I was running in a 10K race. And when the results came out, I was surprised to find that I had been sorted into a category called Division Males age 55 to 59. And that I'd come in 12th in my division. And so my wife says to me, out of how many? 11? Now, friends, also, compared to most people, I became a father much later in life. I was 47, which I didn't really think too much about until that day I was in the grocery store with my son, who was about 2 years old at the time. And we're going through the checkout line, and the checker cheerfully says to me, "Out shopping with our grandson today, are we?" If you're not careful, age can wreak havoc with your self-image. Now, where before you might have thought of yourself as a guy like Tony Soprano, now you're starting to identify a little more with Tony's cranky old Uncle Junior. Things that you remember as a given from your youth now seem like these weird artifacts from a museum to everybody else, like telephone landlines, or taking film to get developed, or democracy. I grew up watching The Sound of Music and Cabaret, so I always thought the rise of fascism would be a little more musical. Sooner or later, you really start to realize the importance of taking care of yourself. And if you don't, your body will remind you. Just like that old car, you're going to start to develop a series of kind of nomadic aches and pains. You deal with one, and then it migrates to a new location. Hey, Doc, my knee has been giving me trouble. My knee has really been hurting. Okay, well then do these exercises. Okay, thanks. Wait. Doc. Now I'm back. My lower back is really hurting. It's driving me nuts, Doc. Oh, okay, well then do these exercises. Okay, thanks. Doc, my feet are starting to hurt. This is ridiculous. Oh, your feet. Well then wear these special shoes or try these inserts. Inserts? It's way more suspenseful than any sporting event. What's going to be hurting today? So wait a minute, Paul, hold everything. Is this what I have to look forward to? Sitting with a bowl of applesauce and my teeth in a jar? No, far from it. Now, they say age is just a number. Maybe the way to look at it is it's nature's way of telling us not to take ourselves so seriously. I mean, after all, like the saying goes, growing old is a privilege that's denied to many. So, we should remember to try to enjoy every second that we get. What's the big deal? If every now and then my radiator leaks or my exhaust backfires without warning, let's try to remember that classic cars are cool, right? Try to make it still turn heads. I mean, try to remember the last time that you saw on the freeway some cool 70s muscle car cruising down the highway. Oh, wow, they don't make them like that anymore. Do you want to spend your golden years on cinder blocks in the front yard? I don't think so. Here's my advice. Don't spend too much time in the garage. Get out there. Keep your tires inflated, if you know what I'm saying. And if your tailpipe's dragging, get it fixed. Don't put off getting your oil changed. All of these good things, because at the end of the day, friends, you're never too old to go for a joyride. Or, in the immortal words of Indiana Jones, it's not the gears, it's the mileage.